22 of my 28-day British accent challenge. Today's video is all about the glottal stop. So what is it? Traditionally, in received pronunciation, the glottal stop was reserved for words like department, software, and partner, whereby you have a T followed by another consonant. Nowadays, received pronunciation has changed dramatically, and even members of the royal family are dropping T's at the end of words. So here's my advice. I would advise to always pronounce a T in the middle of a word, like butter, for instance, and also at the end of a sentence before a full stop. Look at that. You don't have to pronounce it at the end of a sentence, but it might detract from the clarity of your speech, so I'd recommend to. Also, when you emphasize a word, you should always pronounce the T. Don't leave the house. Don't. So how do we pronounce a glottal stop? A glottal stop is all about the glottis. Tightening the area in the throat around the glottis causes the end of the sound to finish in this area. For instance, look at that. It sounds less polished at the end of a sentence, but you can hear it much more clearly. Usually, the glottal stop is used either in the middle of a word like department, or in a sentence when you use fast speech. And fast speech is what most British speakers use on an everyday basis. It's only when we want to slow down to explain something very, very clearly that we move out of fast speech. Otherwise, everyday speech is known as fast speech. And using a glottal stop will just improve the flow. The occasions I would recommend using it are when you have a T ending at the end of one word, followed by a consonant at the beginning of the next word. And we just lose the T at the end of the first word and go straight into the consonant beginning. For example, she just sat there. So I lost the T at the end of just sat there. I lost the T at the end of sat. She just sat there. And it's very subtle. We don't hear a massive loud sound. What you're going to notice is that when people use a glottal stop, and it's very obvious, their mouth remains open. And this is often when you have a pause, when they emphasize a word, or when the T occurs at the end of a sentence. And we talk a lot in elocution about having good diction, and this is about pronouncing T's and D's at the end of words. Obviously, we can overdo it, and when we pronounce every single word very clearly, it can sound quite robotic. So for instance, now that you know that I'm using the glottal stop, you're going to start to notice it a lot more. Let me give you some more examples. Isn't that tree massive? I lost the T at the end of isn't and at the end of that. Isn't that tree massive? It's important to remember not to forget to put out the rubbish. Now in this sentence, I emphasized not, and I therefore had a T at the end of that word. The other T's disappeared. Important, not important. It's important not to forget to put out the rubbish. The reason I pronounced the T at the end of put is because the next word began with a vowel, put out, and that flows really, really nicely. But you will come across people who still leave off the T and put out. It's up to you as to whether you want to do that or not. If you want to speak in a more polished way, you'll follow my guidance and you'll pronounce T's when they occur at the end of a sentence, or when they flow nicely into a vowel, like put out, or in the middle of a word, like butter, and you'll just leave them off when a T appears at the end of one word and you have a consonant beginning that follows directly afterwards. Please do comment in the box below if you have any questions. I've done lots and lots of writing and videos on this topic, such as my analysis of Prince Harry's speech. Thank you so much for watching today, and well done for getting this far. You've now got to day 22 of 28 days, which is excellent. If you're interested in getting a free 7-day trial of my membership site, where you will find 60 plus videos on this topic and also be invited to group coaching calls, please do look in the box below for the link. Thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.